This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Governor Doug Ducey now weighing in on the mask showdown and a warning from the White House. Arizona is one of 8 states currently banning schools from requiring students to wear masks to prevent the spread of COVID-19, although a judge ruled Arizona's ban doesn't actually kick in until September 29th. Governor Doug Ducey even offering to give more funding to schools that don't require masks. Now, both the Treasury and Education departments sending letters warning they could take legal action against the governor. When asked about that warning, Governor Ducey going on the attack.
Did you read the letter that the Biden administration sent?
I did. What's your response?
The letter was weak and pathetic. Just like the Biden administration is weak and pathetic on the border, weak and pathetic on the collapse in Afghanistan, weak and pathetic on their COVID response, and weak and pathetic on their attack on the Phoenix Police Department and Chief Jerry Williams. That's the Biden administration. Why don't they focus on their day job, take care of the nation's borders, and help Americans leave Afghanistan and leave schools to the states? That's how the Constitution reads.
So are you going to sue the university?
Number of school districts have already gone forward defying the governor and choosing to enforce mask mandates. The Scottsdale Unified School District, the latest to adopt a mask mandate just yesterday. You can keep track of the changing situation on COVID-19 strategies in your child's school by going to abc15.com/schools. Another major headline in the state of education today, the Arizona Supreme Court ruling Prop 208, the Invest in Ed ballot initiative, can stay in place for now. The initiative, passed by voters in 2020, raises taxes on Arizonans making more than $250,000 to increase education funding. But Republican lawmakers sued, arguing that the state constitution only allows the legislature to increase taxes. The state Supreme Court ruling really depends on how much money will actually be generated and says a lower court needs to figure out if Prop 208 exceeds the revenue limit that local governments are allowed to collect. State lawmakers have already looked for ways to get around the 3.5% surcharge, including setting a cap on how much someone can be charged on their taxes per year. The Arizona Coyotes are now on the hunt for a new home. City of Glendale says they will not renew the hockey team's lease at Gila River Arena, meaning this will likely be their last season in Glendale. They do have options. Before this announcement was made public, Tempe revealed they were taking bids for a sports team to build a new arena near Tempe Town Lake. A pair of Arizona doctors paying big bucks to settle accusations of overprescribing opioids. Our ABC15 investigators tracking this case started in 2017. The Attorney General sued doctors Nikesh Seth and Sheldon Gingrich, accusing them of writing unnecessary prescriptions for the fentanyl spray Subsys in exchange for sham speaking fees. We interviewed Dr. Seth a few years ago. Now he has to pay back the $229,000 he received in speaking fees, plus another $145,000. As for Dr. Gingrich, he agreed to pay thousands of dollars as part of the settlement. Neither doctor has to admit any fault. Glendale spray was made by the Chandler-based company Insys. Multiple executives have also settled fraud cases. Some were even criminally charged and convicted. Former state lawmaker now indicted on charges of child sex crimes. A grand jury returning the charges today against Tony Navarrete. According to the court paperwork, the alleged crimes happened in 2019 involving a child who said he was 12 or 13 at the time. Navarrete represented parts of Glendale and Phoenix, but resigned earlier this month after being arrested by Phoenix police. He's currently out of jail on bond.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, tracking your forecast and a series of low pressure systems over the next several days passing to our north. And these are important because they're shifting the winds out of the west, and that's going to bring some drier air into our state here across Arizona as we head through the weekend and early next week. Now, our ridge of monsoon high pressure is going to start to try to move back in as we head throughout next week. So we may be able to shift those winds again out of the south and southeast and possibly get some moisture back in here toward the end of the week. In the meantime, though, our forecast is looking sunny and dry. Phoenix tomorrow will wake up to the 70s and end up in the mid 80s around 9 a.m. before those 90s take over throughout the afternoon. But 98 for a high tomorrow is still well below the normal of 105 for this time of year. Triple digits will start back up Saturday and continue over the weekend. In fact, we'll keep on climbing into next week, too, and be flirting with 110 again by next Thursday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.